Hello, Cox Eagles. How are you guys doing today? It is Mrs. Shea again. I am back. It's Tuesday, May 5th, and I have another phonics lesson for you. This one is actually a little bit of an extension from last week. So if you remember last week, you watched the video. It was all about Elkonian boxes, or these sound boxes. So we're going to do another activity where we're manipulating the words. We're going to take out letters, we're going to substitute letters, we're going to add new letters with a little activity called word ladders. It's also called word chains. Again, my flight school students should recognize this activity. We've done this a lot. So I'm going to start with some CVC words for our kindergartners, and then we'll go ahead and move on to some blends and digraphs, some vowel teams, and then also some bossy R words. So you do need a pencil and paper, or you can use whiteboard and marker, or a marker and crayon and paper, whatever supplies you have. So go ahead and pause for a second, go get your supplies, and then come on back. All right, you're back with your supplies. So the first word we're going to start with is, I'm going to tell you the whole word, and we'll do it with Elkonian boxes, and then I'll show you how yours should look afterwards, okay? So the first word is sub. So you're going to sound out the word sub, like a subway or submarine sandwich. And you should write down your word on your paper. So this is how it should look, right? S-U-B. So we're going to just take one sound and change it, okay? So I'm going to tell you. So you're going to take the S and make it a T. So how that would look in my Elkonian box, I'm taking the S. So I'm going to take that S, going to erase it, and turn it into a T. What letter is the T? That's right, a T. So now you have tub. Then you're going to take the B in the word and change it to a G. So again, you're just changing one letter. So you change the B to a G. So I take that out, erase, and hopefully you have the same word as me, which the word is tug. T-ug. So we just changed that last letter this time, okay? I'll go a little bit faster. Hope you're getting the hang of it. Now we're going to change the T to a So we're going to change that T. Take out our T. And what letter does that make? M, that's right. So now your word will be mug. Did you get it? Good job, I hope so. All right, let's go ahead. The next one, change the to a Change the to a So we'll change the take out the M, and add the Our new word is rug. Good job. All right, two more for this one. So we're going to change the to an a. So now we're going to change the middle sound, that vowel sound. So the we're going to take that out, and we're going to change it to a. What letter? Apple, right? So that letter is A. So now our new word is rag. And lastly, we're going to change the G to a T. So now we're going to the end, changing the G to a T. What is your last letter? T. So now you should have the word rat. All right. So that was our first one. So your paper should look something like this. So you started with sub, and every time we just changed one letter. And we call it a word ladder because it goes up and down like a ladder. Sometimes they start at the bottom. I usually start at the top. Either way, you make that ladder, okay? So we're going to do another one. This time we're going to use some blends and digraphs. So a little more challenging, okay? But I know you guys can do it now that you have the hang of it. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you the sounds, and then at the end I'll show you all of the letters that we made, all the words that we made, okay? So now you're going to start with the word truck, okay? Truck. So go ahead and write the word down, okay? And then you're going to change the tr to a d. So you're changing that beginning sound this time from a tr to a d. Okay, good. Hope you got the new word. Next, you're going to change the to a eh. You're going to change the to an eh. Okay, have the new word. Remember, you're only changing one or two letters. All right, now you're going to change the d. So you're changing the beginning sound. You're going to change the d to a ch. D, to a ch. So it was one letter because it was a D, but now we're changing it to a ch, which is a digraph. So that's, remember, two letters with one sound. Okay. The next one, you're going to change a eh to a I. So you're changing that vowel from an eh to an I. Go ahead. All right, got one more in this. This one's going to be another tricky one, another challenging one. You're going to change the k at the end. So those two letters, the CK, you're changing to a mp. So you're adding two letters to the end. So you went from a k to a mp. All right, you ready to check your answers? So you should have started with the word truck and then went down to duck and then went to deck, then went to check, then changed it to chick, and finally chimp. Did you get it? Remember, you can always pause. If I'm going a little quickly, it's okay. You can pause and slow down a little bit, but hopefully you got that word ladder. So again, you should have a list of words, okay? All of your words that go down like that, okay? All right, ready for the next one? So the next one's going to be some vowel teams. So this might be some for some first graders, some second graders can do this one. And we're gonna start with the word peach, okay, like the fruit, peach. You're gonna change the E sound to an ow. So the E is two letters, E-A, and you're changing those two letters to a different vowel team. The ow. What two letters make the ow sound? Okay, so you should have your new word. The next thing you're going to do is change the p to a k. So now we're at the beginning of the word. We're changing the p to a k. Remember that C or K can be tricky. Is it a C or a K? So try both. See which one looks right. Now you're going to change the ow to a different vowel team. You're going to change the ow to an O sound. So remember, you can't just do the letter O. It has to be a vowel team. Two vowels that make the O sound. Now you're going to change the ch at the end to a t. So you change the ch to a t. Okay, you guys getting it? All right, and then you're going to change the k to a b. Change the k to a b. Should have your new word. And finally, you're going to change the O in the middle to an oo. Again, two vowels together that make a new sound. Okay, did you guys get it? All right, I'll tell you the words and you double check your list, okay? See if you got these. The first word was peach, like the fruit. The second word was pouch. A kangaroo has a pouch. Then we went to couch. Then we moved on to coat, like your jacket, a coat. Then we changed it to boat. And last it was boot, boot. And let me just show you on the Elkonian box, when we do those vowel teams, we're changing two letters, but only one sound. So for instance, when we say from boat, and we change it to boot, we're only erasing the middle sound, and we're adding our two O's instead, okay? So that's how it works. That's how it would look in the Elkonian boxes. And I'm gonna include some blank Elkonian boxes that you can use. So if you wanna use those for the extension I have later, you can print those out or just make your own boxes, and you can do that instead of doing it on a piece of paper, okay? All right, our last one is gonna be bossy R words. So this one, you're gonna start with the word storm. There's a big thunderstorm. St, or, so you're sounding out that. Next, you're gonna change the to a k. Change the to a k. Got it? Next, you're gonna change the st to a p. So this one, you're going from a blend, st, to p. Okay. Next word, you're changing the or to an R. So remember, this is the bossy R. So two letters. Okay, my flight school friends remember R, like a pirate. Okay. Next, you're going to change the p to a sh. So now you're going from one letter p to a sh. Two letters, one sound. Next, you're going to change the sh to a b. And last, you're going to change the k to a n. All right, do you get all the words? I hope so. All right, I'm going to read them and let's see if you got them. The first word was storm. Then we went to stork. Pork was the next one. Park is when we changed it to the AR. Park went to shark. And then bark, like a dog barks. And last one was barn. Change the K to an N, barn, okay? All right, so those are word ladders. So I have, like I said, I'll add, or if you look in the comments, I'll put a link to get some more practice with those. So I have the ones we did, and then I also have other ones that you can go ahead and add on there. Okay, and then I'll put this up here. So again, you can pause it. That way mom and dad can check. Maybe you can go through them again if I was going too fast. And here's all the words that we just did. Okay, so again, I'm going to put it up and you can pause it so you can see all the words. Let me make sure it fits. So these were all the words you should have gotten in your word ladders. Okay. And it's just a fun way to go ahead and practice those vowel teams or practice the digraphs, just changing that one letter. Okay. All right, I have one more. This one is a little more challenging. So this one might be for our second graders or our third graders. And instead of giving you the sounds to change, I'm just going to give you clues for each word. Okay. So for instance, the first word you're going to write down is a synonym for bucket. So as you third graders know, synonym means the same word. So what's another word for bucket? Okay, like you take to the beach and you have your shovel in it. Okay. If you're not sure, I'm going to give you this one as a hint if you didn't get it. The word should be pale. Pale. Okay. So now the second clue is an antonym for succeed. So an antonym, if you remember, is the opposite. So what's the opposite of succeed? Remember, you're going from pale to now you're changing one letter to find our new word. All right, and then we're going to do the next one. You're going to change a synonym for autumn. So the season of autumn, what's another word for autumn? What do we also call autumn? Okay, you get that one. The next one is an antonym for short. So again, antonym is the opposite. So what's the opposite of short? Someone is short, another person might be. All right, the next one, to converse or discuss. So if you're conversing with someone, you're discussing something with someone, what is that called? Okay, remember you're only changing one letter each time. The next one, where someone might keep a pet fish. Where would you put, if you had a pet fish, where would he go? Okay, and the next word, people save money here. So where's somewhere that people save money? Where do they put their money? Okay, the next one, a musical group. A musical group. What do you call a group of musicians? Next one, to fold over. To fold over. So these are clues that are helping you with the words, right? Next one, to transmit. That means to, I can't really say it without saying the word. I don't want to give it away. To transmit. So that's the definition. Next word, you're changing one letter. Grains of finely ground mineral. And you usually find these at the beach. And then your last word is stated. Stated. I stated that word puzzles are fun. All right, here's your list. Hopefully you got it, but if not, I'm going to put it up there for you so you can take a look. Here's the answer key for that last one. Again, it was a little more challenging because I wasn't giving you the sounds, I was giving you clues to the words. So that's another way to do a word ladder that's a little different. All right, so I hope you had fun with those. It's, again, like a little extension on the Elconian boxes for the most part. If you go into the links below, I have a couple other extras for you. So a whole new list of words that mom and dad can help you with. They can tell you to change the letter, the sounds, or give you those clues, and you can do some more after this if you like those, okay? And then I'm going to show you a quick game before I go today. So my kids are actually going to help me with this. We're going to play target practice. So they are both boys. They are very active. They like to get up. So we're going to do a game called target practice. And what you do first is you get Post-its and you take your words from your word ladder. So whatever the vowel team you might have been working on or the digraph, and you write them down on the Post-its. All right, come on over, guys. And what we did is you can see they are up on the door, okay? And the boys have, can you show them? They have their power poppers. They're like little Nerf guns kind of, right? So what they're gonna do is I'm gonna tell them a word and they're going to find the word on the door and then pop their gun to shoot it. So it's called target practice, okay? All right, Alex, can you find the word mute? Mute. I got it. So it's a fun game. He found the word. He shows me. That's the word mute. He wrote these earlier. Good job. We're doing long U, so all of ours are long U words. Okay, Koa, can you find the word glue? Glue.
Subscribe to Preston Place.
All right, there he found it. Glue, okay? All right, so that's one way to play that game.
Third grade rocks.
Another one would be for Alex to say the word that he wants to shoot.
Chew.
And then he shoots it. So he said the word chew, and then he shot that word, okay? All right, so that's another extension, another game that you can do. If you don't have the little power poppers, you can do it with bouncy balls or bean bags, anything you might have. If you don't have Post-its, you can write it maybe on the ground with chalk. So lots of different ways to play that game, but just kind of a fun way to get them some of their energy out with also learning words. I hope you had fun today and enjoy the lesson. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Like I said, if you ever have any questions, want word lists for you, go ahead and email me at Shay, SHAYK, @fvsd.us. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.